We are continuing to talk about order of operations. We just have this slide and one more slide, and then we will be complete with our slides. This will be due the day of the test, so you must have all of your slides completed. So make sure that you go through and make sure your Math About Me is complete, and then all the slides that had activities are completed. And then on 19, when we did fractions, make sure you either have a picture or you have the text boxes filled in with the information. So let's go to slide 23. Yesterday we completed this problem, so we're going to go on to this next problem. So I'm going to pull up my my composition book. It's actually the one right below it. So we're going to do this one together. So remember order of operations. So parentheses come first, then exponents, then you multiply and divide from left to right, and then add and subtract from left to right. Do you have the problem written? So first thing is parentheses. So we're going to do this 4 minus 2. So we still have the 10 minus 2 plus 4 minus 2 is 2 to the third power. And then divided by 4 times 3. Exponents are next. Yep. 2 to the third means what? Remember we talked about that?
You multiply 2 times itself 3 times.
2 times itself 3 times.
That would be 8. See, this is what I was talking about last week.
I know, you got to expand it out. So 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So this is now an 8. Do I need that parentheses there, or can I just drop it? Okay. So, okay, now we're there. Okay, order of operations says what next? Multiply or divide from left to right.
Oh, so it's
We're going to divide. Yep, 8 divided by 4 is 2. Okay, the next one. So multiply and divide from left to right. So now we need to multiply and divide from left to right again.
Teachers, I'm sorry for this interruption, but at this time we need all.
So we will multiply now the 2 times the 3. Yes. And then add and subtract from left to right. So which one appears first? Subtract 10 minus 2. 8. And then we still carry down the rest of it. And then our last step is just adding 8 plus 6, 14. Awesome. So the best approach for this is to take it step by step, follow your order of operations, and just try your best not to make silly mistakes like subtracting these or multiplying these before you divide. That is one thing that a lot of people want to do. They want to multiply before divide, but you have to remember it goes from left to right. Let's do our last example, number 3. 2 to the 5th minus 6 times 2, divided by 3 to the 3rd, minus 5 times 3, minus 2.
So would you just do order of operations on each?
Yep, you would follow order of operations, deal with each part separately. So deal with the numerator separate from the denominator. And then at the very end, you would deal with the fraction that's left over.
So it doesn't matter which one you start.
No, you could do denominator first or you can do numerator first. It doesn't matter. I like to just go ahead and start with the numerator. I'm going to label them so that as I come down and show my steps, I will already have a fraction that's numerator over denominator. So I can have a spot for the denominator. Because I'm going to do all numerator. And then once I'm finished with the numerator, I'm going to do the denominator. So on the numerator, we're going to ignore our denominator right now. So 2 raised to the 5th minus 6 times 2. But 6 times 2, there's, yeah, inside the parentheses is just a 2. Can I do anything inside that? You do the exponent first. So 2 to the 5th power. So we need to expand it out. 2 to the 5th means 2 times itself. 5 times. Yeah, let's show how we got that. I would multiply 2 of them at a time. So 2 times 2, and then 2 times 2. Carry down a 2. 4 times 4, and then times 2. That's where the 32 comes from. So this would be 32 minus 6 times 2. Right, now we do multiplication. So I'm going to do the numerator denominator again so I can leave a space for my denominator to be worked out afterwards.
So 6 times 2.
Yep, 6 times 2. 6 times 2 is 12. Numerator, denominator. So now the next step would be 32 minus 12, 20. And that's all I can do with the numerator at this point. Okay, so the next step is deal with the denominator. So let's look at it. 3 to the 3rd minus 5 times 3 minus 2. So order of operations. So parentheses, but the only thing in parentheses is just a number. Can't do anything there. Exponents first, so 3 to the 3rd power. So that means 3 times 3 times 3. So I'm just putting it kind of up here. I multiply 2 numbers together. 9. 9 times 3. 27. Nope, 3 to the 3rd power. So that would be 27 minus 5 times 3 minus 2. Next is what?
Is 5 times 3.
Yep, 5 times 3 because it's multiplying. So I still have the 27, but I do 5 times 3. 15. And then minus 2. What's next?
Subtract
27 minus 15. Is 12. Minus 2. Yep, and that is 10. So 20 over 10. Divide that. Oh, I can just mark out common zeros. And I get a 2 over 1, which just equals 2. All that for 2. Right. Okay, so on your slide, you can insert a picture of this into your digital notebook. So to remember how to do that, you could just do one problem at a time, or you could do the whole thing. and just put it over the top. I think that's what I'm going to do.
Put it over the order of operation.
Just put it over the whole thing. Yeah, because I did a whole page. So I'm going to insert image, camera.
Keep going. Ah, you got this double spin.
There we go. Click on it, hit insert. Make it big, but I'm also going to crop it. So to crop it, you would double click. So your assignment, I just passed it out. It is this lesson 1.3. The hard ones on the bottom are going to be bonus. So you only have 8 problems to do. And you have the rest of the class period to work on this. Once you finish this, then you can check your answer with my answer key and see how you did. And then you can turn it in. So if you miss it, I'll let you correct it. But you have to have the entire thing done.
You want us to do the bonus too? Try.
You can try the bonus. It's not necessary. But know that on the test, I will have some bonus questions. That'll give you some extra points. So it's worth a chance to try. After you finish this, you can work on slide 24 so that all your slides are complete. So that is the lesson for today. So the rest of the time in class, you're going to be working.